Rodney Dangerfield did not need to shout. He did not need to overperform. All he had to do was tug at his tie, say one little no-respect line, and the whole room would fall apart.
Smart kid I got the other day. I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher.
Even Johnny Carson had trouble keeping the rhythm once Rodney started firing jokes.
No respect at all. Well, when I was born, the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway, you know? I mean, I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet, you wake up Daddy. Hollywood, that's my spot. Okay, I'll see you now.
If you remember a time when late-night television was a place where one comedian could make an entire room lose control, please like, subscribe, and stay with us until the end. Because nobody turned humiliation into a weapon quite like Rodney Dangerfield. Rodney walked onto the stage like a man who was used to being looked down on by life, but instead of asking for pity, he turned all of it into punchlines. The more he put himself down, the more you felt he was controlling the entire room.
You're looking good.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I'm keeping busy, you know, running around doing things.
Oh, whereabouts?
Oh, yeah, well, I'll be in Detroit Friday night.
Detroit?
Oh, great. Yeah, Detroit. That's a great place. I'll pick up some plugs and points while I'm there, too, I think, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be at the center stage in Detroit Friday night.
They didn't have that down
They didn't
here.
have that down there?
No.
Well, what are they going to do?
That was the great contradiction of Rodney Dangerfield. He kept saying he got no respect, while the whole audience was applauding him like thunder. Johnny could see the contradiction, but that was exactly what made Rodney's character unbeatable.
Doctors say all kinds of exercise is great. You burn up energy, you lose calories. I mean, in fact, doctors say when a man makes love to a woman, he burns up energy, he loses 150 calories. I made love to a girl once, I lost even more. I lost 150 calories, my watch, and my wallet.
The audience did not just listen to Rodney. They became part of his act. All it took was one little, "How ugly," and Rodney already had the next bullet ready. Suddenly, the whole room was part of his machine gun rhythm.
What a childhood I had. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend.
Rodney's greatest strength was speed. One joke had barely landed before the next one was already coming. He never gave the audience time to feel sorry for him. He only gave them time to laugh.
Take care of my health. I told you. In fact, I saw my doctor last week, Dr. Vinny Boombat. You know my doctor. Oh, I saw him last week. Had a check up on the scene, and I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex, you know. He told me not if I join in.
With Johnny Carson, even the most ordinary question could become a setup for Rodney. Johnny would ask something gentle, but Rodney always found a way to twist the answer until the whole studio exploded.
You give the kid a couple of pesos?
Nah, but drinking is bad, Johnny. It's bad for your health. You know, that's what's important, your health.
Health.
You know, oh, yeah, I'm still heavy. I can't lose any weight. Forget it, will you? I got a big appetite. Big appetite. Are you kidding?
Like to eat, huh?
Well, when I eat at McDonald's, I stand outside and watch the sign change. I mean, you're a big appetite. I mean, you got to exercise. I don't exercise.
You got to keep
I'm too
it
old to
fit.
exercise.
Oh, come on now.
Kid, if you see me jogging, it means the laxative is working.
That was when Johnny stopped being just the host. He was pulled directly into Rodney's rhythm. A normal interview became a kind of comic juggling act, with Carson trying to run the show while also chasing Rodney's next turn.
I tell you though, Johnny, the first time I tried marijuana, I had a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a wonderful sexual experience.
Really?
I only wish I'd been someone there to enjoy it with me, that's all, you know?
Rodney never told stories from his life like a man trying to make himself look good. He took the awkward moments, the bad choices, the embarrassing stories from his younger days, and turned them into comic rhythm. What Johnny could not resist was the way Rodney always sounded like he was making an honest confession, until the final line flipped the whole story into a punchline.
Yeah, we passed around 6 girls, and one of them had VD. Oh, you gotta relax, Johnny. I traveled too. I've been to Europe, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Rodney was also brilliant at turning even dry promotion into comedy. Other guests came on talk shows to mention tour dates, promote albums, and protect their image. Rodney was different. He could simply say he was going to Detroit and still find a little twist, just enough to remind Carson and the audience that he was never going to stand still inside a normal conversation.
Now, but I've been running around. I gained weight back, Johnny. You know what I mean? Hey, you don't eat properly in a road. You're running around all the time, you know, and it's tough to, lose weight when you're jumping around a bit, you know. And but I was much heavier. I was fat, you kidding. I was so fat when I got my shoes shone, I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean, I was fat, I'll tell you that. Fat, I mean, I was some fat girls, too, I'll tell you that. Who? Now, one girl, she was so fat, she got in a scale, a card came out, said, 1 at a time, you know.
Rodney insulted himself before anyone else could. That was not only insecurity, it was a strategy. Once he made himself the target, nobody could use it against him anymore.
Smart kid I got. Like the last time I took my kid to Coney Island, I asked him, want to go in a crazy house. He told me to save my money, be home soon.
A yo-yo that will not come back. One tiny line, but it says everything about Rodney's world. Everything leaves him. Even the one toy designed to return wants nothing to do with him.
Well, actually, I blame myself. I was standing right next to an outlet. Oh, this guy looked crazy. He was really something. He took my watch, he took my wallet, and he took a little off the sides.
Even Rodney's birth became part of the no-respect joke. In another comedian's hands, that might feel too dark. But with Rodney, it became a perfect piece of the character, a man who was rejected from the very first second.
You have lost a little weight, seriously, haven't you?
Yes, I have lost some weight. Usually that happens before you're going to pass away.
Johnny only told him he looked thinner. Just a normal little compliment. Rodney immediately turned it into a joke about death, and Johnny had to apologize for opening the door. Rodney was at his best when he escalated like this. A small image became a bigger one, then suddenly turned into a punchline nobody could dodge. He did not need a long story. He only needed 3 quick pictures and 1 final explosion.
How long do you expect to be in Shanghai?
Sometimes he would throw out a line that seemed to come from nowhere, and that surprise alone made Carson chase after him. Rodney was a master at breaking rhythm, and with a host as controlled as Johnny, that made it even funnier.
Oh, my neighborhood rough. Forget about it, will you? Well, my neighborhood got signs all over. Drive fast. The life you save may be your own.
Rodney could be warm for 1 second, then immediately pull the audience back into his terrible neighborhood. But that was part of his charm. Even when he talked about bad luck and rough places, he made people feel invited to laugh with him, not pushed away.
People always say, he looked so good, he was thin, he went like that. How do you like that?
Sorry, I brought it up. Sorry, I brought it up, yeah.
Too much. Yeah.
Okay, let me do a commercial. We'll be right back here. So stay where you are.
This is Rodney breaking Carson in the smallest way. Even a simple transition could become a joke. With Rodney, there was no dead space, because anything could become a setup.
This afternoon, I was in a bar. They told me to get out. They wanted to start the happy hour. I mean, it's not easy being me. Well, last week my house was on fire. My wife told the kids, be quiet. You wake up daddy. Now, but I tell you, I finally got some respect. They asked me here tonight, you know. And I tell you, I'm surprised I'm here. I mean, I voted for Randolph Scott.
But behind all of it was the heaviness. Rodney was not just telling jokes. He was turning a lifetime of pressure into comic rhythm. That heaviness did not disappear, but on stage, he forced it to work for him.
And Dad was vice president of the bank, worked there for 30 years, very adjusted man, Dad, never smokes, drinks, or gambles, you know. Then you read about these guys. One day they pick up an axe and wipe out the whole family, you know. Yeah, the next day the cops come around. What happened here? What kind of man was he? He was a quiet man.
He could begin with an image of a peaceful family moment, then twist it so dark that even Carson had to laugh. That was how Rodney threw people off balance. Just when they thought they were hearing something nostalgic, they fell straight into a pitch-black punchline.
Ted Knight is not, he and I don't get along at all in the movie, you know, and it's a good movie. Chevy Chase is in it, and Bill Murray, and a lot of nice people, and it's actually, it's a low-budget movie. We went to location by subway. Oh, yeah, we have a film clip, too. I'm in the movies.
When Rodney stepped into Hollywood, he never lost his club comic edge. He talked about movies like he was still sitting at a bar table, promoting while still mocking, bragging while still putting himself down. The funny thing is that even after making it into film, Rodney still carried the feeling of a man who did not quite belong in fancy places. And that is exactly why he fit so strangely well in Caddyshack.
You're the one who saw it.
Did not do big at the box office.
It was big in Paris, believe it or not, with French titles, yeah. And that was the end of that movie, I guess. It's around still, I guess.
You gonna make some more pictures?
Well, I've had numerous offers.
Even career failure was something Rodney refused to hide from. He laughed first, then turned it into a punchline. A movie nobody saw became one more piece of material that could make Johnny crack up.
Thank you very much. The movie is longer than that, really.
Sure, I know.
What made Rodney memorable was that he never let Hollywood polish him too much. The moment a film clip ended, he pulled everything right back down to earth with one small line: fame, movies, the big screen. Once they passed through Rodney, they all got bent back into the same rhythm: funny, self-mocking, and never letting anybody stay serious for too long.
I don't know what I want to do. I like live entertainment, you know what I mean? Movies are director's medium, really, you know, but I was brought up in clubs, you know, like Dominic's Black and Blue Room, Teresa's Funhouse, where you have to really go in it live, you know, Carmine's Cave, all those nice places, you know, where you get an immediate feedback, you know, from
Reggie's
the audience.
Ravioli Room, all of those big
Reggie's Ravioli Room.
You bet.
Hey, you think pretty good. You're all right, you know?
By the end, what remains is not just the jokes. It is the feeling that Carson genuinely enjoyed playing with Rodney. When Rodney brought up the old clubs and Johnny jumped in with one ridiculous name, the two of them caught the same rhythm. That little moment shows Rodney did not just make the host laugh. He made the host want to step into his world, even if only for a few seconds. Rodney Dangerfield did not perform like a winner. He performed like a man who had lost enough in life that he was no longer afraid of being laughed at. He laughed at himself first. Then he made Johnny Carson, the audience, and even the most powerful rooms laugh with him. "I don't get no respect" was not a complaint. It was a weapon. If you love those classic late-night moments, when one comedian could make a whole room fall apart with a single line, please like, subscribe, and comment your favorite Rodney Dangerfield moment. Because Hollywood may have changed. Late night may have changed too. But nobody ever broke a room quite like Rodney Dangerfield.